First and foremost, as we go into the explanation about the PPPS system, the preferred partner profit share program, right? This is unique to us. We do utilize a third-party software platform that allows us to track the hours and work with subscribing partners on the technology side. There's a technology piece that is necessary to track the time worked so that we can invoice, get paid, and then pay our partners in it for the work they did. There's software involved, tracking software specific for this. Now, we could have built our own, which would have been kind of ridiculous, not necessary, or we pay a licensing fee and license technology from somebody else that built this. That's what we did. We built it, and we get a tie-in to the companies we want to work with. They subscribe to software to tie into it too in the phone system, and it lets us work. That's how this works. It's unique to us. We're our own agency. We set our own rules with it and comply with, you know, the partnership we have with Home Depot or Princess Cruise Lines or whoever. Okay, it's unique. Now, people have gone around to go to the software place. It's just going to confuse things, and they can't put you to us. We're on a separate software system. It's totally unique. We just licensed it from them because they built it. It made sense. It's just like you use Windows. You don't go create your own. You pay for Windows to use it. Same thing, different software for the specific purpose. So there's ways that we got to do that. You got to go through your instructor. We have a set, we create systems for everything. Systems make things flow. It makes a conveyor belt so we can get things done. Conveyor belt, right? I think of it that way. So the way it goes here is you go through your instructor. Your instructor is going to make sure that you understand what's there, and hopefully they get to know that your equipment's ready and some other things. They're trained on this, and we're getting better and better at it. Then they add you to a specific group in Trello so that our MSIs that are in charge of this program, which is Linda and Nell, right? Linda Horn and Nell Galinsky, they're going to organize, make sure you get into the training. There's process that you have to go through so that we make sure your equipment's right, so that when we get you into the training, you're ready to get trained and get going. And it's going to take a few weeks to get everybody up and going. And once you got all that done, now you're able to work within our process for the various clients we have. There's a process to this. And it's a very rewarding, lucrative solution for those that need this, where they can set their own times based on parameters and have a way to create now money based on time to allow them to work with us to build the money that makes some more sense, where you're not trading dollars for hours, where you're trading actions for pay, and we're working on creating actions together, right? We can live in both worlds until you don't need the other world anymore. This is what that allows. And also, we have a lot of people that need a job. They need the job experience. You know, our kids, it's a great thing we can offer. This is a new thing we added. It's going to be a big part of what we do because it's a solution we never had before, right? We solve problems, but we got to be organized and not create chaos in it. So that being said, hopefully I reiterated that enough for you. And Linda, if you and Nell take over and go into Q&A, they're the experts here. You know, you guys, we have a structure. I'm gonna just let you guys know. Our MSIs oversee things. They are at a very upper level with us. Tanya and I trust them with our entire heart and soul and passion here. And we let them represent certain parts so that we don't have to do that. So we can keep building it, you know, the empires we all get a share in. So huge appreciation for them. Please don't create extra work for them. Follow the processes. All right, Linda, all yours. And
well, I'd like to say if first and foremost is Nell and I are still learning as well. A lot of these things we didn't know in the beginning. Nate has filled us in as we go along. So this wasn't something that was secondhand to us. We had to learn, and we're still learning. But we just ask that you please make sure that you read the qualifications that are on the board, the PPPS board. Get with your instructor. If you don't know anything about that, they can tell you. And I really want to definitely say, please, when you're sending out emails, do not quote prices per hour. All the jobs are different, and as they rotate around, they change, because the Home Depot that we're here now may not be there the next time, and there may be a different rate involved. So, and this is really comes down from, because then, you know, everybody wants to know how much money they're going to make. if you're interested in doing something like this, the other part of it is, my perspective is you're learning how to talk to people on the phone. And when you become an instructor or want to come up the level here, this is great training for you. So it's the best of both worlds. So, Janie, you have a question? You can unmute. Jane, you can unmute.
I am. Okay.
There you are.
I saw the big blue thing and I was trying to get my little red microphone done. Okay, I've been with the company for 6 months and I thought for sure I'd be way beyond here, but I have to be really, really truthful. This is a total different thing than how I've worked and lived my life and made it to be able to live. I coached skiing and then I worked in the hospitality business. And like I did get a little bit of computer or whatnot. And like, so I am still at trying to revise all of my pages. And I guess I just want, maybe I think that I should have you guys help me, decide. Do you think I should still stick with this or should I go to something? And now that I put 6 months into it,
Janie,
would
Janie, 6 months is nothing.
okay, all right,
Keep going. If you,
okay,
this is the other part of that. This is not the PPS. This is about the performance blogging system. Have fun.
yeah, okay,
Start making it fun. Don't worry about the dollar. The dollar will happen. But
yeah.
just have fun with it and enjoy it.
Well,
You're used
I have to-
you're used to the old payment system, the 40,
Right.
40, 40 plan, like Rory always talks about. Don't go there. Don't make that happen.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Okay.
yourself.
So I'm gonna just keep on
Yes,
the
you
regular
are.
program.
Yes, you
right.
are.
There was another question. I just probably lost it. Oh yeah. I'm embarrassed, but I only make $1,000 a month, and I've been paying I'm like 2 months behind in my intuition, or my money's been really tough. And like, so I was thinking if he was talking about making money, but as but I like your approach to why I should stay.
Well, are you interested in the PPPS program? Is that what you're trying to get at?
No, I don't know what it means,
Okay, well, let me explain it a little bit. So what you basically do is you are either going to be sales or you're going to be customer support for a company, Home Depot, the cruise lines, the tax places, the things like that. So with that being said, you've got to go through all of the regulations and everything. You've got to have a hardwired computer. You've got to have a certain amount of memory and storage on your computer. It needs to be pretty much clean. They say for ease of work, 2 screens, 2 monitors. You've got to be able to have a headset and be able to talk to people and, problems.
I don't want to talk to people.
Well, see, then this isn't for you.
Yeah, because
You know
I'd
what I'm
rather be up
saying?
front, I'd rather be up front and leading something instead of doing that. Yeah, okay, well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Because I was very, very curious. And I'll what it was is that money, and I'm trying to really work on the fact I'm not gonna stress about money,
Mhm.
I'm gonna flow. I don't think I'll get kicked out of my apartment.
I hope not.
Yeah, well, that's the big thing. What took away the money that I had planned for this program, you know what I mean? My budget, and that just like kicked me in the butt. But I'm
I
good.
understand.
Everything's great.
Just keep
All
going.
right.
Get those ads out.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. David, you can unmute.
When do you find out the hardware requirements?
They're actually on the PPPS board. Whoever your instructor is, they've got the list of them for you.
Okay.
Okay. It's everything's printed out on there. And as we learn more, we try to add more as well. Okay,
All right.
basically, the very first things that you want to have is you want to have a computer that's hardwired to the internet. The reason they say that is because Wi-Fi is not secure. They need you to have a secured line so that when these companies give you those downloads on your computer, they're safe. Okay. But yes, definitely get with your instructor. There is a list of them.
Hey, Linda, would you mind like starting from a quick walkthrough from beginning to
Absolutely.
end, some of the procedures, how to copy a card instead of hitting that button, and all the
Yeah.
little things that just make it easier?
Absolutely. Yeah, and Nell and I have noticed that when you move cards over to the board, to our special board that's for that, you make a copy of the card, but you have options to take off the comments. You have options to take off, their wine ambassador, whatever it is at the top, the labels. You have options to do all that, and we prefer that you do. That makes the board have space and it doesn't bog it down. And then also, if your person decides not to do this, if they don't reach out to Nell or I and say so, just go on and get rid of that card, get rid of that duplicate card. So, and when you're moving it over, there's columns per. Always put it at the bottom of the column, please. I've had people say, well, I've been on this board for such and such time. If it's thrown in the middle, I don't sit and go through every one of those cards. I just don't. I don't have time. So when you're moving it over, if you put it clear at the bottom, and if you feel that it's been and I have not recognized it, you can at me on the card. I don't mind. I'm human. So is that good, Niall, for the cards? Okay. So then what our next step is I give them a copy of the schedule. I give them access to the schedule. It is Google. It's a Google spreadsheet. Therefore, they need a Gmail address in order to get into that sheet. They'll go in. Nell, I have a new system now where we're not doing this every day. We are switching days off because we both need to work our business here. So she's got one day after the other and we just keep rotating. But by adding them to the schedule, they can go in and put their name, their time that works for them and the day that works for them. They are Eastern time zone and it states it right at the top. And then what we usually do is in the morning or, somewhere before the call, I'm trying to work it out to where it's 2 to 3 hours before. I send a text message. I send them my Zoom link with the time on top of it when it is. That gives plenty of time for response. And I think Nell pretty much does the same thing. She may send an extra email. She can tell you what she does. But that's what we do. We don't make phone calls. I'm not calling anybody. We need you on Zoom. Zoom is how we sign you up for the program. Good,
There's a
Niall?
couple things I've seen in chats and on cards and going around. Can I address that and you elaborate a little more?
Absolutely.
So I've seen some people call in to Goya, and whether they were just following up because they didn't know what number to call, they haven't been talked to in 2, 3, 4 days, or and some of them were even calling for a refund. And whoever took the call either sent that to the refund board, which means that person's completely out of the system. They stay in your file and we're not allowed to talk to them anymore. Shouldn't be. Or they send to the PPPS board even though they were working with someone else. So I don't know if they completely understand that process, how everybody, the right people need to be linked together as you send them up there.
Mhm. So with that being said, it's all, as instructors, we're supposed to be fair and do things the correct way. So if you have a person that you have done the BRT with, just like Goya or anything else, if you've done the BRT with the person, don't just send them to the PPPS board. Tell them about it, explain it to them. If they cannot afford the PBS right there and then and there, then tell them about the program. Do not mention the name of the company because that's causing all kind of problems. And some of you already know what it is. And Jesse, if I let you come on, I cannot have you mention the name of the company, okay? Because that's what's causing problems. They're going in and they're signing up early. And as Rory said, that takes them away from us. There's nothing we can do to help them. We can't guide them through somebody else's company. What we have here is special. We've got, definitely different avenues, better paying things, and, just the packages that Nate has come up with. So that's why we don't want you mentioning the name of the company. As far as, and we've mentioned this over and over again, refunds, no. If they want a refund to walk away from the company, why should I help them? We're trying to help people that want to be here with us and want to enjoy the lives that Rory and Tim have. We want people that want to grow. Not everybody wants to do PBS, I get it. But once they get into a program where they're making a little bit of money, they come on the calls and they see the difference. So does that help now? Is that pretty much covering the blunt of your concern?
Yeah, I just know that there's a couple things we talked about, and I've seen other people talk about. I just wanted to help everybody clear it up. I was clear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we've got a good many leads of people in here, but and this is what I ran into today. Excuse me, then. Sorry about that. If it's affiliated here, that means that they're Rory and Tammy's leads, correct? So with that being said, if these people just choose to go off on a tangent because you told them where to go, what website to go there and look around, they're going to sign up.
Mhm.
And that's hurting things, correct now?
Yes, do that. We can't sign them up, and they're on their own after that because they can't get into our programs. So yeah, that's not good.
No, it's not. And we've gone through people that have been in this program prior, like 3 years or something like that. We can go in and fix that. With Nate's help, we can fix that. But ones that are just coming in like within the week or 2 weeks, the platform isn't like that. They're like saying to, okay, so what's going on? Who's trying to hit my business up? So it's a tough situation. Have anything to add to that now? Any of this stuff?
I've had a couple that have tried to sign up by themselves too, and they sign up as business owners, which is that's a bigger mess. And that is really hard to clean up. That's another reason we don't want them to sign up by themselves. So they really need guidance when they're trying to sign up. And the ones that have signed up in the past and have not done anything with Arise, the story that I've gotten from those people is that they couldn't figure it out. So if they sign up now and we can't help them, chances are they're not going to be able to figure it out. So they just need to wait and get on the sign up sheet and let us help them. And tomorrow,
you mentioned the name, and I don't want the name mentioned.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Stop it now. That's the problem. It's not a secret, but it's just the point of, by people knowing the name of things, then their nose, they go surf around, and there may be a pop-up screen that says, hey, you want this job? You got to sign up.
Yeah.
And by golly, they do. So let's see what is it, Tressa? You can unmute. There you go.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay, you're talking about the PPS,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Okay. Now I know that Andy and my coach Beth, they have mentioned, some things about the equipment.
Mhm.
However, you just mentioned like there pretty much has to be a clean unit. I mean, because I've already I have one desktop. I'm
Mhm.
able to get, but I'm just confused when they say you have to have a wired keyboard or a wired mouse. I thought just the USB would be wired, with the
No,
little
yeah, your
Unity, but
mouse
it
is,
has to actually
no,
have the wire.
no, honey, the wire that we're talking about is the hard wire to the internet.
Well, okay, I have the hard wire to the internet because
Mhm.
I just want clarification on the equipment
Yeah,
because I
your mouse
use,
doesn't matter.
yeah, I have you know what they call Parkinsonism,
Mhm.
where I have,
Bless your
some
heart.
mobility issues, so why
Mhm.
I try to, the less wire I have around me as
I don't
far as
blame you.
wire. But
Mhm.
yes, I am hardwire, and yes, I am interested, and I will get with Beth on that
Perfect.
and
Mhm.
see what's going on because I do have experience in customer support
Fantastic.
and customer service is what I've
Mhm.
been doing since I've got out of trucking since
Mhm.
'08. So
Mhm.
I just had a
Fantastic.
little setback and I'm just trying to get back into it, but I need some cash flow.
I
you
understand.
know,
Sure,
right now
sure.
I'm just living off a monthly check-in, as we call it down
Yeah.
here in Texas. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not, I mean, the pandemic just shot everything up and they just don't care.
No,
And
I know. I feel you. Yeah. You
that's
were a
another
truck
reason.
driver?
Yeah, I drove truck for 8 years. I had
Awesome.
fun too. I loved it. I miss it sometimes, but I don't miss the snow and the
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
snow and the ice though. They can keep that. But
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, just get them to add you to the board. And then what we'll do is we'll add you to the schedule, jump in, and we'll help you as much as we can with any other questions that you have.
well, yes, actually, I just have one. Because I do receive disability. I'm on a ticket to work,
Mhm.
and I don't know if you need to fill out any papers or anything like that. I don't think so, but
Do you have a certain amount that you're not allowed to make over?
well, I know it's changed for this year. It went
Mhm.
up,
Mhm.
but
You might
it
inquire
doesn't
about that.
matter. It doesn't matter because if I can make it, if I can make 4,000 like I used to a month, I'd
Then
be
you
a
don't need the
happy camper.
disability.
I
Right,
won't need it, and but they're
right.
giving me 9 months, as they say.
Mhm.
Well, you can make as much as you want for 9 months. You got 9 months to do that. You have 5 years to do 9 months that we won't take away from your
Mhm.
benefits until
Mhm.
after you've been employed or working for a year or
Right.
making income. So, I'm not worried about it as long as if I can max it out, I'll max it
Mhm.
out. But I just wanted to touch bases with you on that to
Yeah.
find out if I need to get paperwork or if we need to do anything special with
This
that.
is a work from home. It's a 1099, honey. So
Right. And that's
you
fine.
handle your own stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. I can
Okay.
do that. I can do
Okay.
that. Well, thank you. And y'all have
You're
a great
welcome.
night.
You too as well. Okay, Mr. Jesse. Jesse, where'd you go? You can unmute.
He disappeared.
Where'd you go? Jesse.
Was it?
Jesse.
It wasn't allowing me to unmute.
There you
There he
go.
was. There he is. There he is.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, thanks for calling me out earlier. I had no intention of
Yeah.
doing that, by the way.
Nah, well,
Um,
I just know that you know a lot, so I just kind of wanted
yes.
to alleviate that,
Um,
and Nell blew it anyway.
yeah, and Tressa, I am a former trucker of 20 years. Had to get off the road, and find something I could do from home. Um, what I was going to do, Linda, I know that we talked and I shared some information with you after, going through the preparation videos. And I was thinking that, you had talked to a lot of people before me, so that might be a good time for you to share, what I pointed out to you, if that's something that, you think needs to
As
happen.
far as, what do you mean? Which one, what do we talk about? How many,
The,
you know how many people I talk to a day? I told you I
The,
don't remember numbers. I don't remember a lot of conversations either.
the start earning date.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. And that varies, right? That is depending on the companies. The ones that you looked at, yes, as far as the training, but then there's a lull in there when you're setting up your equipment. So
Right.
most of them you can start getting paid on, but I've noticed some of them that do not.
Yeah.
So
It said that the lull was phase 1,
Mhm.
which we put out, you don't get paid for. And the start
Right.
training is actually when your actual training kicks in.
Yep, when you're actually physically on that screen doing your training. Yes.
Right.
Correct. Yep, absolutely. Yep, and I'm glad that you said something, because I know that there's been a lot of the different companies that have been here, they're different. But the max ones are the ones that are the paid training. The ones that are the bigger companies like the ADT. Did you go for the ADT? Is that what you chose to do?
I've had some financial issues.
Okay.
So,
No, that's
I mean,
okay.
I've been
That's okay.
through everything. I've completed the assessments. Right now, I'm just looking for a better opportunity
Okay.
to pop up
Yeah.
before I actually enroll.
Because they do. We talked about that. They rotate, and the closer they get to the closing dates on those, a lot of tech goes down. So just keep
Right.
your eyes open, and those cookies, that the screens that pop up that drive Nate crazy, they have opportunities on them as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's what I'm waiting on.
I'll be watching you, because I can see the back office now. I got permission to do that today. I gotta show you. I gotta show you that. Okay. Kimberly Russell. You can unmute, dear.
Hi, Linda.
Hello. I saw you're moving on up there.
Oh, I don't know about that. Hey, I
You
got
are.
a question.
Mm-hmm.
When it says, I did the hardwire, got the 2 screens, but then it says you can't use an all-in-one unit. Is that the computer that's kind of built in with your, what do they consider an all-in-one?
That's a computer that has the CPU, the screen, and everything all in one, all together in one unit. It's not. It's a desktop that is all one unit. It's not a laptop, but it's a desktop that has everything all in one.
So
can you see all in one thing?
Right. Well, that's exactly what I've got. And I went through all that stuff, and then it comes up and says you cannot use an all-in-one unit. Are there going to be, it says right now that their system does not support the all-in-one.
Which did you go for? I can't remember. I looked at it tonight, but which company did you go for?
I was kind of in the general information even, and on the general equipment list, but I was going for Home Depot when I started it. But
have you talked to Nate?
Excuse me?
Have you talked to Nate?
No, I've not talked to Nate. Should I talk to Nate?
Nate has refurbished computers.
Okay,
so he could set payments up with you if that be the case. But what?
Oh man, I just
let me add to that really quick, Kimberly and everybody else. Remember,
Hi, Rory.
We're professional marketers, so we're problem solvers, right?
Okay.
So Nate went to a refurbished place that that has access to computers that are compliant to what we need to do, and he has them at like a crazy awesome price. So and because we're doing things the way we're doing it is there's a way that we can even help finance people where they put a little bit of money down and then they pay the rest out of payroll deduction basically, so we can invest in your future. It's one of those things we found as a problem is we'd be talking to students, they wanted to do this, but their computer was just literally a piece of crap. And it's not, and it was just like, well, we got to solve this. And it's like, gosh, that device that, computers are pretty much throwaway now. They're like so disposable, but when you don't have the money for them, you're in a wreck. So we have ways to help people get that going so they can then create income from home utilizing proper technology, and we can stand behind them. And that's what, so when we go through that process, we just can note that on the card, and Nate's helping facilitate that. I talked to him today, he's getting a bunch more in so that we're ready for it. It's a need. So that's you guys should be used to that here. We find a problem, we're gonna find a way to solve it and do it in a very awesome way. So I committed with him to purchase enough to get the price to be very decent. And you guys, this is a high quality computer for what we're doing. It's a few $100, which you couldn't go get locally. And you'd have to know somebody like we do to get this. We're making that easy for our students going through. And the best part about it is, that makes me really happy, is these computers hit the minimums and then some, which means they're really good to use for blogging too. So it covers everything. Anyway, just putting that out there. Back to you.
And I will tell you about the thing about Nate with the computers. He gets them all set up for you. He goes the extra mile. So he's got everything compliant and ready to go for you.
Really?
He's
amazing.
He's us. He's family. We over deliver. But we're doing everything to get people going, whatever it takes.
Mhm. So Kimberly, is that thing that you would like to hi, honey, would like to talk to him about?
Yeah, I probably would, because I kind of
Okay.
wanted to do it, and I got into that, and it got very confusing because I ran the check on my computer and everything before I signed up, and then it says,
did it go? Did your scan go?
oh
through?
yeah, it went clear, but then in the fine print it said standalones don't work, and I thought, well, crap, because I spent a lot on the standalone,
Okay.
Well, did you talk to the tech department to see if you could use your computer?
No, because it just kept saying it everywhere I read it says standalone wouldn't work. So I just thought, well, heck.
That's a question for him. So
For
Yeah.
Nate. Okay, how do I
Yes.
get a hold of him?
let me call him and I will
Okay.
give him your information if he wants to talk to you.
Okay, you've
Or
got
if
my,
he says, yeah, of course I do.
okay.
Your
Of course, you
information.
know everything, don't you?
How do you think we got a hold of Kimberly? But yes, I will definitely make a note. I made a note to call him tomorrow and talk to him about you and
Yeah,
see
okay.
what he has to say. Because he'll
Okay.
know. He'll know.
If I add another system, I'm gonna have to get a bigger desk.
Well, hey, that's a high quality problem, right?
Right. Well, then I'm gonna have to buy a bigger house to hold the bigger desk, so here
Oh,
we
you
go.
know.
well.
Hey, think big, make it happen.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Linda. That answered my
Uh,
question.
Yep, I will definitely call him tomorrow and talk to him about that. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Rory. Thank you now. Thank you,
Thank you.
Linda.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Mr. Hooper. You can unmute.
Yep, there we go. Okay, so obviously I understand, patience 2022, gotta wait for Canada. That's fine, I understand that. I know it'll come eventually here. But the other question I wanted to ask, because I know you'd mentioned earlier in Trello that if a person decides not to do it, you can just go in and just remove the card. Now, most of us don't have the ability to delete the card, so we just have to archive it, right? Because we can only do archive card.
You can archive and then delete, honey. The button comes up.
Oh, does it? Okay, because I know I did that earlier today. I archived it.
Once you archive, the delete pops up where you can delete it.
And so when you archive it, does it still stay in that same column?
Yeah, it's just invisible.
And
So
so
you
how do we
search
do
for it.
invisible? Oh, you
You
just if you just do search.
If you search for it in Trello, it's going to come up.
Okay, got it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a question, and
Okay.
hopefully it'll
And
come to me soon.
I know. I got you're on hold, partner.
I know that's
He's
fine. Thanks.
working at it. He really is. He's trying to make it happen.
Yep, appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Celestine. I'm gonna unmute you. You can go ahead and unmute. Celestine, you can unmute. There you go.
Okay. Yes. I'm gonna have to get a new computer because I got a new laptop, but it's like appliance with the software. And I need to talk to Nate too about getting a new computer.
Okay, I'm writing your name down.
But I won't be able to get it until April.
Okay. All right. I will let him know. Okay.
Okay,
We'll get in touch with
is
him.
those are new computers?
Most of them, I believe, are refurbished, which is a good thing because they put the software and everything in them that needs to be.
Okay, I wanted to get a new computer. Would that make a difference?
Well, it depends on what you get, honey, and the price. The prices are pretty outrageous. You know, if you get one that is compatible for the company.
Oh, but
You
so
can-
all the
yeah.
computers,
Yeah,
all the
but
computers
you can compare rates. You can compare rates after you talk to him and see what you think.
Celestine, I would recommend that you get a computer through him because it's going to be a way better value. We know it's going to work. And then as you're progressing with this, at one day, buy a very awesome machine, and that's probably going to cost a couple $1,000s if you want to, but use this to get there. Yeah, get
Okay.
things going. You know,
Okay.
the thing that's really good about this is it's going to work. It's a very nominal investment, and you can get positive and create cash flow. That's more important. This is going to do just as good as a $2,000 machine for what we need it to do.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
All right, LaRuth, you can mute.
Thank you. Hi,
Hello.
I'm asking about Janet. She's in the PPPS program, and she, because Roy had mentioned about the computers when it first started, and she brought it up. I told her to ask you about it, but you didn't get a reply. So could you put her name down on the list? That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, she told me that she was waiting, so I guess maybe cross signals, but I will, I'll reach out to her tomorrow and see what she's got to see, okay?
Yeah, she's on now, but I thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Dwayne, you can mute.
How we doing today?
Really good, how are you?
Good. Could you put me down in that for a new computer? I got an all-in-one, but it's like an old junk.
Okay, are you in the PPPS program? Are you
No, I'm
enrolled
not.
in that? Are you interested in that or no?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and who's your instructor, dear?
I can't pronounce your name. Yovan.
Yolanda?
Yvonne.
Oh, Yvonne.
Oh, Eva. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Kathleen's team, does that sound familiar?
Yes.
Okay, I will say something to her about getting you over there if you're
I
not already.
appreciate that. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome. I've got you down for the computer as well.
Okay, thanks.
Kath, let's see, where'd they go?
Was Kathy Bentley.
She was, where'd she go? No, son of a gun. Kathy, put your hand back up. I must have hit yours on the other one at the same time. Where'd she go? Did we lose her?
I'm here. Are you there?
There she is. There she is.
Hi.
I was waving my hand and everything. I was waving.
I can't see you waving without the camera on, just saying.
If I put the camera on, my computer's gonna die. Okay. So I'm kind of on hold on everything, waiting for my internet to come up, but I'm running off my telephone hotspot. And I've gotten into the PPS and all got me lined up, signed up, passed all the tests and everything. And I'm getting emails from Nate. But oddly enough, yesterday or the day before, I got a phone call from the company that we will not mention.
I get them too. Yes.
Oh, okay, because they,
Mhm.
you know, she was really kind of pushing me and saying, well, you need
They're
to
pushing,
get on
yes.
and get with
Mhm.
the cruise line. And I said,
Mhm.
well, you know, until I get internet
Mhm.
that I can meet my obligation with, I'm not signing up for anything.
Right.
Because if I can't,
Right.
if I can't keep my
Yeah.
promise, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
sign
and
up.
that's the thing that I want to make clear to everybody, because I know Tony was asking me about it earlier. We all get those emails. Anybody that's enrolled in this program, that's come in here and gotten enrolled, whether there was an issue, whatever, you're going to keep getting those emails. It's they're,
Okay,
you know,
this
they're
is an
letting
actual
you
phone
know.
call.
Oh, I know. I got those too. I get two because I
Okay.
never finished mine. Nate created a dummy account for me, and this dummy hasn't finished it. So I don't have time. But I'm getting phone calls, and they're trying to get me going, and yeah. But anyway. Mhm.
But I guess so. The question is like if they call or if they're sending the emails, we still want to go through Nate's way, right? I mean,
Most
there's
of
a
the time,
different.
those emails are from Nate, honey. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the ones I get from him have his name on them, but
Okay.
the ones I
Yeah.
get from
Yeah.
them,
Regardless of what it is, because Nate he's got a better way. He's got better ways of
yeah,
getting
because I
better
didn't,
income
I didn't
for
want
you.
others to be confused if they get a call or an email from them that says, hey, sign up for this one. And
Well,
now
they're only
kind of felt like
through
we're trying to,
him. Right, but if they
okay,
signed up through us, with either Nell or I, or even Nate, if they signed up through that with the reference code and with the FEIN number, it's gonna automatically go to him regardless. But it's just that you wanna
okay,
be careful because he's got, this cruise line package right now. It's phenomenal,
right.
but
Yeah, and I didn't take anything away from him, and I didn't want anybody to get confused.
no,
Case.
absolutely not. You're good.
Okay,
But thank you for
all
pointing
right,
that out. Absolutely.
yeah,
All right,
okay,
Miss
thank you. Thank you
Gail,
both
you're
for
welcome. Mhm. Miss Gail, you can unmute. Gail, you
She's
can
talking,
unmute.
but she's
Oh,
muted there.
hello? I'm sorry.
Hello there.
Hello. I was looking at your protocols and the first item is to ask if they've ever been a member of Arise.
Mhm.
If they say yes, what is the next step?
Well, we need to know ahead of time would be great because we do have ways to get rid of the old account, to cancel the old account. But if it was just recent, they're gonna have to figure it out. They're gonna have to go in and try to get rid of, unsigned or cancel that account.
Okay. So is
lot of
that under
people
the
have been-
VIP training to instruct them what they need to do if they want to remove
No,
themselves
that's
from
not-
Arise?
No, that's
Oh.
totally different.
It hasn't
from-
been an issue for me, but I just wondered what the next
Right.
thing we did
Well,
was.
what happens is, what Nell and I know what to do as far as walk them through. So if they really want to be through here, just have them, we'll just schedule an appointment with them and see what we can do to help them.
So
If
just
it's a
contact
long-
you and give you the name.
Yeah,
And
if it's been a couple of years, one of my students used to work for them and she loved it. But then, things pass and she was doing other things, but now she's signed again. So because she knows what the platform's all about and how great it is, but we had to cancel her old program.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. We just don't want to make a habit of it, that's all. Okay. Jay Fish, I'm trying to get these hands down. Now, can you drop some hands for me? Jay, you can unmute, please.
Hey, it's Jay.
Hello, Jay.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how
Go
are you?
Ohio, go Buckeyes.
I know, sir.
Yeah, so I did not think that I could qualify because I have a laptop only and not hardwired, but I would love to. I just Skyped my instructor, Francis, who's in with Kathleen Metzler, and told her that I would definitely be interested with getting a computer and laptop or a desktop
I
and
got
all
you on the
that.
list. I already
Okay.
got you.
Well,
No,
hold on a minute, Jay. You
Yeah.
can use you can use a laptop
But she's not
and you can,
hardwired.
you can
Well,
hardwire, you can
we can
hardwire your
hardwire.
you
My
can-
husband has hardwired his laptop into the computer because he has a work at home position that he needs that as well. But it's a small, like, I don't know what size screen I have. It's a small screen. I don't have an extra monitor. I don't, I don't think it would be good for a split screen because it's not really big enough. I think it's probably a 10-inch screen or something like that.
Oh my,
So,
that is small. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Okay, so that's why I thought was just qualifying myself because I don't have the right facilitation of it. But
We got
I
you.
do have both sales and customer service background. So thank you much.
Fantastic. All right, I got this.
Okay, I'll lower my hand.
We got there. Kathleen McMullen, you can unmute yourself. Kathleen?
Hey, real quick before you go on that with Jay,
Mm-hmm.
if he's already hardwired, you can do a splitter, or there's ways to have you both in there. It'll work fine.
She was talking about her screen size, Rory. She said it's little.
Oh, well, you might want to talk to Nate. He's got screens too. We're picking up a bunch of screens so people can get two.
All right. Gotcha. I wrote it parentheses beside her name.
Okay.
Thank you. It's good to have you around. Kathleen, you can go ahead and speak, dear.
Hello. Got two questions.
Okay.
I joined Arise. I never used it because I came to the PBS, and I know the company's name, but I think I may be able to find the VIN number for that company, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I can't find too much of anything to contact them to do it. But if you guys know how to do it,
Do you know, have you searched your emails to put Arise in
I
there to
cleaned
see what
out.
comes up?
Yeah, I did. They're all gone because it was over 3 years ago.
Okay. Do you remember your login?
Not sure. I might be able to try it, but I don't think so.
Okay. So you're already on the board, aren't you?
Not right now, no, because I was moving and everything.
Okay. We'll go ahead and put a card on there, and we can go through it with you to see if we can figure out what your IBO was. And
Okay.
go through. Since it's been over 3 years, we'll try to get you canceled.
Yeah, well, like I said, I would try doing it. I know the ones there. I can pull the company up on Facebook because I went, okay, let me see if I can pull it up on there. But there's no telephone number or anything for me to figure out or email.
We've got a email. So have your instructor PM me and I'll get it to her.
Okay, it's Donna, but
Okay.
I'll
It's
tell her
done.
that.
Okay.
Number two, I have a desktop that's on its last legs. It certifies it, but I want to get a laptop so that when I go to the seminars and everything, like when you get over wherever we're going to be for September, I want to be able to take my laptop with me instead of just using the desktop. And, I'm using this, but money's been so tight with all that's been going on that I haven't been able to swing it. Is it possible for me to get a laptop through him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, like I said, I already have two screens because I've done customer service before, so.
Okay. All right. So I will what we'll work on first is getting that IBO canceled.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I pulled it up. I went, okay, think real hard. And I know I know which one it is, but it's been so long ago that I couldn't even tell you, any of the information for me. And I just don't know how to get in to do it.
Well, I'm gonna send this. I'll just find your email and send you. 'Cause
My
he's got a-
email?
Yeah, he's got a directional. I'll find it.
Oh, okay.
I'll find
Yeah.
it. Phil. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Miss Linda. And
welcome.
I'm almost unpacked. I tell
Yay.
you,
Where are you
60
at now, Kathleen? Where
I'm
did you
still
move to?
I'm still in Newport Richie, but I gave up.
Okay.
My grandson's living. I don't know. I sent him out there because it was just too hard for me. He's 19 and there was no man in the house, and I said, "You're going out to your Aunt Missy's," and they were both in the military. He's in wonderful hands. He may be hating life, but he's in wonderful hands. And I moved to senior living. I hope to get out to Colorado next year, but right now, and I was so excited because half the place drinks wine and the other half smokes pot. And I said, "Ooh, I can do some wine tastings here."
Yes, you can. Stay away from that tobacco, but you can have some wine.
So anyhow, I'm sitting here, but it's going to be hard because my place is small, and I think I'm going because Char lives real close to me. I may drag her in and say we'll split it if we get anything out of it. It's the only thing I can think of. So, but I'm bound and determined to get this thing up and running.
Okay,
No,
fantastic.
I've been trying for years, and everything happened, and now
Yeah.
everything's going to be fine.
Okay.
So I
Well,
never gave up,
happens.
though. I never gave up.
Fantastic.
I never gave up. Okay. Well, I'll let you go. Go ahead. Take Sean. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Go ahead, Mr. Flame.
Thanks, Linda.
Mhm.
I just wanted to, I don't have a question really. I just wanted to explain something that for everybody on here that Rory and Linda have been talking about the computers that Nate has. So I had a student that went out and purchased a laptop just for this PPPS, whatever. So she purchased this brand new laptop, and then she got approved for the PPPS and started going through it. And then they told her her laptop doesn't qualify, right? So she spent $400 or something on a laptop. Well, the reason is because the laptop doesn't have and correct me if I'm wrong, Linda or Rory, SS plug or a USB plug or something like that. And it's blue. And basically it just makes your laptop secure. I know my wife works for Amazon and she's got one from Amazon that has the same plug. So it just makes it secure. So, and it costs quite a bit of money to get that put on your laptop. So that's why Rory and Linda are saying, if you need one, you can go do your own research, but he has one. He literally talked to my student today. He shipped it out today. She's getting it, I think, tomorrow or the next day.
Use what we have because we know what it needs. We worked out a really good deal to buy them in bulk and save people money. And, and it's just, we know it, and it's going to come to you like he goes the extra mile, so you're ready to go. It's worth it.
He got me on the phone. He asked me for her address. He said, "I gave you access to the back office. I'm at the post office. Give me your address."
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So just think about that. You're going to waste your time, not necessarily waste your time, but you're going to spend a while looking at different laptops when you already have a resource, a tool that has it available for you. So, and you can get your business moving quicker. That's all I got.
And we'll take a couple more. It's already after 11. Joanne, you can unmute.
Hi, sorry. I just had questions because I just bought a brand new one and forgot his name, Sean? Hussein?
Sean,
yeah. and I bought the other pieces so I can get the Ethernet put into it and hook up another screen. Is it still going to be secure, or I'm not going to be able to use it and have to get one from you guys?
Well, if
Run the
you-
test.
Yeah, run the scan, Joanne. That's going to tell you.
Where's that at?
It's in the platform. You log in, the scan's at top right. It says PC scan. Make sure you're clean. Make sure your history's cleaned out, your cookies are clean, and the only screen you have open is that platform screen.
Okay, because I thought I tried starting my PBS on it and I was going to wipe out everything and just start all over on it.
Yeah.
Well, careful when you say wipe out. You don't need to wipe out work.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a bad word.
Well, I've got 3 computers. I got the laptop and I got 2 desktops. And I can't get on my PBS right now because it's totally down with that
You got
virus.
plenty to do. Yep, plenty to do. Yep. So I would do that. Just make sure that you get everything connected that you need connected, run the scan. And I will tell you, if your scan doesn't go through, Nate will know. It shows up in his back office. Yeah. So, but just, you've got me on Skype. Just PM me, let me know.
All right, I might have to ask you a couple of more questions, but I'll do that on Skype. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we've got 2 more, and then we're gonna shut her down. Darlene, you can unmute.
Hi, Linda. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, I can.
My student, Marcadia Overton, she's going to need help with a computer also, and 2 screens. Marcadia Overton.
Oh, I wrote it down. Yep, absolutely.
Thank you, Linda.
You're so welcome. That was easy, darling.
Yeah.
Okay, one more and then we got to quit.
This is Rhoda.
Rhoda? Okay, Rhoda, what you have, dear? You gonna? Hello.
Hi, Linda.
Hello.
Yeah, my question was, do I have to, to first pass the ARISE before I go to the next level? Because I was trying to do the assessment and it said that you have to, I have to do the ARISE. So I start doing an ARISE, but it wasn't successful. So and it say you have to try it the next Saturdays. And do I have to do the ARISE first before I go to the opportunities to?
Yes, Rhoda. Rhoda, since you didn't pass the assessment, you have to wait 30 days to take the assessment again, and then you can move forward.
Yeah, I tried today and it said that I can start it all over again. So
did you pass? Did you pass today?
No, I didn't start it yet. So I was thinking of passing first, so I could go ahead.
Who's your I'm sorry.
Did you sign her? You signed her up, Rhoda?
Yes. Yes.
Can you help her with assessment?
With the assessment? Yes. Yes, that's what I was going to suggest. Okay. That I help her with the. Yeah. I can get Rhoda. I can give you a call tomorrow, and we can go through. Maybe we can go through the video. Did you watch that video all the way through?
Yeah, I did. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a call tomorrow. Okay. And we'll go through that.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, Rory, let's wind it up, huh?
Hey, one question, Linda and Nell. Could you make a document that we could share with everybody that's a list of the do's and a list of the don'ts? And that's for everybody that's not on the call, everybody that, tomorrow, next week,
What do you
next
mean
month.
the do's and the don'ts?
the do's and don'ts for filling out a card and how to, everything to do for PPPS and everything don't do.
It's on the board now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
no,
was
it's
pretty
been on
Do
the-
good.
that.
I know I helped you do that, but it's been there for how long?
Since this morning.
Oh, no, not this morning.
Oh,
It's been there for a couple of weeks, a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want me to crush it? Is that what you're asking?
Well, just like a real cut and dry, clear list of do's and list of don'ts, you know? I'd be happy to help you with it, to either one, whoever wants to work on it.
I'll be calling you.
I'll be calling you.
Okay, Roy.
Let's go.
We're gonna mute now.